It is here! It is here! The Make Your Mark trailer has finally arrived! So I just watched the new Make Your Mark trailer, and there is a lot to cover. Hitch can understand animals? Giant purple void? Crystals breaking? The Smooze? So I'm gonna start by trying to discern what kind of story we can expect from Make Your Mark. And I want to make it clear that this trailer is for the upcoming special, not the actual series. Okay? Okay. Let's start with the standout features. First off, it looks like we are getting a new antagonist, who goes by the name Posey, and she, along with a few other ponies, are not happy about the return of magic. And real quick, I just want to say that this pony's grumpy face is hilarious. Now, something that concerns me here is this Posey character being the villain of the story. Last time we got Sprout, and as a villain, he really wasn't great. And I want to be clear, I am specifically talking about how he fills the villain role. As a character, I think he works. As a villain, I would rather the main five face off against the Squizzard.
I am the Squizzard!
The thing about Posey is that she is, yet again, just another angry Earth pony, likely without any grandmaster plan. She doesn't seem particularly threatening, I don't know what her character will be like, but hopefully she's not whining like Sprout. Her motive also doesn't seem to be the most believable? At least from what we see in the trailer. She wants to get rid of magic, but what kind of harm is that causing her? In the trailer, we see a unicorn walk by carrying something, and that causes her to drop her smoothie? You do realize it could have happened just from her almost bumping into you, right? What made Friendship is Magic's pony villain so great was that they were more than just another pony saying, I'm angry and don't like something, so I want to get rid of it! Nyar! Cozy Glow had a very long, several-step master plan to eventually get rid of all magic in Equestria. The difference here is that Cozy Glow didn't have a hatred for magic, but rather it was one small element of her greater plan of becoming the Empress of Friendship. Assuming Posey is the villain of this story, what's likely to happen is she will walk in, pokes the crystal, and it's broken. This then somehow causes a magic hole to open up in the ground, and the Smooth's cousin to start latching onto Earth ponies. Why it seems to only affect Earth ponies is unclear. Perhaps it's related to the Earth pony crystal breaking. Although we do also see magic affecting Pegasi flight, so hard to say. If I had to guess Posey's character arc, it would be she unleashes chaos in the world by breaking the crystals, this puts herself in danger, causing her to fall into the void, Sunny then dives into the void to save her, using magic to do it, they fix the crystals, probably with the magic of friendship, Posey realizes magic isn't that bad, she apologizes, every pony lives happily ever after. If this isn't what happens, at the very least I think she will be put in danger and then somehow saved by magic. Speaking of magic, Hitch is now able to understand animals. Okay, so I've been concerned for a while now that the new MLP staff were going to be too reliant on their association with the previous series to carry their success, but this is pretty blatantly taking the abilities of a previous character and just handing them over to a new one.
Did I just understand you?
Why, of course I can get you a little something to... Did you just talk?
It's pretty clear they want us to project our positive feelings we have with Fluttershy onto Hitch. So we all look at this and say, ooh, I recognize that thing! That's the thing that the other character had! And I like that other character, therefore I must like this one! I know it sounds silly, but that technique is used more than it should be. Very often in sequels. I also have to wonder, Sunny says it's been months since the events of the movie, yet Hitch is only just now able to understand animals? Why? Has not all magic returned until now? And a dragon egg? So, you know how there's been a lot of continuity errors in regards to the world building? From weather, to the day and night cycle, to cutie marks existing in a world without magic? Well, we can add dragon egg hatching to that list. In G4, it was made pretty clear that dragon eggs either needed to be hatched via a magic spell or extreme levels of heat. There's also the problem of how it even got to Maritime Bay. The Dragonlands are a good distance away. Did they just stumble upon the egg? If that's the case, it would have had to have been laid recently, because dragon eggs, if not hatched soon enough, never hatch. Those were the stakes in the episode Sweet and Smoky. If they didn't warm up the eggs in time, they would never hatch. I'm slowly getting more and more agitated with all the world building failures this new generation has. It's like the amount of research they did on G4 consisted of 2 episodes and a Google search. The funny thing is, both the movie and this Make Your Mark special were written by GM Burrow, who did work on the previous series, and even wrote my favorite episode, Stranger Than Fanfiction. However, I will say, she really wasn't great with continuity herself, so they got the writer, who is one of the worst at maintaining continuity, to work on the new generation with a team of people who have never worked on the previous generation. And so now they are all working together to create a bunch of world building that does not add up. And also, real quick on top of that, I don't think GM Burrow actually has much control over the story here. Judging by her previous style of writing and what she's being told right now, and the fact that she is not in charge of the project, tells me that what's likely going on here is she is more being told to write something and not really coming up with much of this herself. So I don't really want to blame her too much for this. She is a good writer, want to make that clear. I also want to touch on the animation real quick, because there were some teasers released recently that had a lot of animation issues, often inconsistent quality across different clips. I figured we wouldn't be getting this from the official trailer, but I was wrong. Some areas of the animation look amazing, while others look unfinished. Take the movement of this clip, for example, when Pip kicks the mic stand. Is that really the finished product? It looks really jerky? I don't know what the word is for this, but the movement just doesn't look natural, and they forgot to give this character ears? And it's not even in just this scene either. She's also missing ears here. However, in this scene, she has ears! Did they realize halfway through that they didn't give her character model ears and then we're suddenly like, whoops, better take care of that? Should we go back and fix the previous scenes? Nah, no one will notice. Just like how no one will notice the Velcro hooves.
We'll let little things slide, like how do they pick stuff up? We had that early conversation where we went, well, Velcro hooves, they seem to work. Let's go with Velcro hooves, no one's gonna notice.
Don't they have people who check for this stuff? Here, they use the same flight animation they had in the first teaser, where the wings don't look like they have much mobility. But here, Zip is so far away that no one would notice, and yet this is where they choose to give her wings more movement? Did they actually use unfinished animation for the official trailer? Is the animation like this in the movie as well? Breaking news! The first few minutes of the upcoming special have been released, and from what we can see in the animation, it does not look bad. At least for a series. Room for improvement, sure, but I'm not banging my head against the wall over this. Let's just hope that the animation quality remains this good throughout the series. I would have made a separate video on this, but the new stuff is coming out faster than I can work. I have very mixed feelings about that. I could go on about the animation, but there are too many other things we need to get to, and I feel like the animation is all I really talk about anymore, so I want to get back to story. That's what I care about more anyway. So going back to this dark substance and the void, a lot of aesthetics seems rather familiar to some artwork we were given a while back for an early concept of the movie, with some kind of dark magical force destroying Maritime Bay. There were also some other early concepts that talked about the crystals losing their power. I'm wondering if they're revisiting old ideas for this special.
It will happen soon. Our stone will die, and we'll have no magic left.
He's deranged. Slowly back away.
Now, I have been both excited for this upcoming special, and at the same time, very concerned about it for a while. Not just in terms of animation, but story, world building, voice acting, etc. Now that we have a pretty good idea of what we can expect from this special, as well as the upcoming series, I, oddly enough, find myself both less concerned and less excited. While I have less concerns, I also have much lower expectations for the quality of the overall series. If I had to guess how the series will turn out as a whole at this point, I would say overall it's just going to be very okay. But I've been wrong before. Only time will tell. But what are your thoughts on the trailer? Are you excited? Concerned? A little bit of both? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, this is Starstrike, signing out.